Salute, loved one. Uh, give a couple minutes, homie, and I'ma chime in on the topic, dog, on an important topic and shit. Uh, that came across my desk and shit. And this one is on young Ant Hefe, I believe, homie. And I hope I pronounced the homie name correctly. But a couple people had got at me and told me to go hit his channel. Homie, run through a topic he had posted on his channel about him running across some young dudes, possibly out the Inglewood neighborhood, Paru community area, inside, I guess, borderline jurisdiction of A-Tray Gangster Crip community as well, homie. Borderline where, Bloods and Crips were frequents, homie, especially when we got these restaurants that border our community or certain little establishments and buildings that border our communities. We liable to get anybody that come through these spots. And I was peeping out what he was saying, that dudes was on mini bikes, the Pooh Shiesty masses, and where you can't really see who a person is, homie. And for one, back in our days, like, young ants say, things is kind of watered down, things is simmered down, and thankful for dudes like young Ant and them generation age group and my generation age group. We kind of, learned how to have level heads and tone certain things down, or know how to diffuse things or think not only for ourselves but for others, homie. And I wanted just to salute that dude personally, you know what I'm saying, for having a level head and thinking, further in the game, dog, because everybody ain't as seasoned as the other. And even though people come from backgrounds where they got seasoned aunties, seasoned uncles, mothers, brothers, and all that, our family members, our young homies, and everybody don't absorb that game properly, even though they got hands-on people that's training them, that's telling them this shit. They still go up under that old saying Big Mama used to tell us, homie. We don't believe fat meat greasy, homie. But thanks to dudes like Young Ant and other dudes around, homie, they helping the game, homie, because a lot of dudes, like I said, they not seasoned, homie. They don't even know where they be at, man. You drive a lot of dudes around and ask them, who hood is this, what community is this, and a lot of dudes won't be able to just tell you right offhand, homie. You know what I'm saying, where they at or what street this is, who community area this belong to, homie. And like I said, dog, I'ma spread the word. Other homies gonna spread the word, because them dudes that was on mini bikes that frequent through your community, you know what I'm saying? We possibly know who these dudes is, homie. So we wanna salute you, homie, for, saving the life and sparing the life of these young dudes, homie, out the community, homie, whether if they true claimers or just brought up in the community and feel like that's the title they want to uphold to, homie. We want to salute you out the Inglewood community, neighborhood, Paru area for granting that pass, homie. Thinking for the young youth that don't think for themselves, because sometimes they might be on suicide crash out mission. We don't really know where our youth mind at, homie. And sometimes, as us being older figures, whether we they fathers, mothers, aunts, uncles, we run out of words for them, homie. But that's what dudes of other communities for, is to pick up the slack, homie. Because this was an eye opener, homie, and not, because somebody else could have seen that and took offense, especially when, or this past thing, homie, this ceasefire, this past thing, it's all built on your character, homie, and and your vocabulary and how you getting down. You know, if I'm out of bounds, homie, I'm not gonna get, you know, young and said dudes like what they ball you, homie. You know, right then and there, that'll get you down back in the days, homie. You know, that'll get you smashed on, homie, for your vocabulary, homie. If you somewhere, somebody establishment for one, you shouldn't want to be banging to possibly bring harm to your folks' establishment. See, in my days, homie, you know, we was uneducated, burnt out, wild. We would have chased a dude, beat a dude down, chased him up into the business establishment. We, you know, that they claimed they was visiting and all that, homie. And just like Young Ant say, you know, we might get a pass from a dude, or our peoples might be from a community. But if they far out and not really on hand, homie, and somebody tell you to put somebody on speed dial and that person is shopping or doing something at work and you can't speed dial the person that you saying can represent you, that can start a problem right there, homie. So like I said, homie, I can't speak and say it enough. I want to salute Young Ant out the A-Tray Gangsta Crips for giving them dudes a pass, not calling no more homeboys out your community to smash on them dudes, put them dudes in a sticky situation and all that. And I can say, homie, these young dudes, they missed the wars amongst the Inglewood homies, you know, whether if it was the Inglewood families, the neighborhood problems, a lot of these young dudes, homie, whether if they Damu homies or from the A-Trays, they missed us, you know, busting straps at each other, you know, getting at each other, because we did get at the A-Tray Gangsta Crips in my times. I mean, we did have, you know, pop-out battles, gun battles with them dudes. We have jumped out, tried to rush them dudes, attack them dudes, as well as them dudes came to get at us because they was Crips. They was close to the 60 Crips. People got to remember, homie, them hoods is close together. And they, even though they beef with each other, they still had a common enemy, which was Inglewood Bloods at that time, homie. So we did battle the A-Tray gangsters. We had them dudes come bust on us inside our turf, you know, eucalyptus and sentinel inside our turf, as well as we've been on Western and tried to have it out with them dudes, homie. You know, I remember times during the riots, I was with a homeboy, you know, the original Gangster Slim from our turf, and it was during the riots, homie, and we was riding through, and we land on Western in the A-Trays. And I remember a truck full of A-Trays pulled up with shotguns, 38s, and all that shit. And my homeboy, the original Gangster Slim, told me to duck my head because he didn't know if he was going to have, you know, pop it out with the A-Trays or what. And, you know, just in case it went bad, you know, he didn't want me to get hit or nothing, homie. So we have had altercations with them dudes, you know, been on Western and chased some of them dudes and they didn't gave it to us and all that shit. And, you know, we didn't have to play defense in our turf. So our history with them dudes wasn't never just always peaches and creams, because dudes got to remember, homie, when we couldn't hit the rolling 60 Crips, it wasn't no problem to go a few more blocks and get up in the A-Trays, homie. Get over there on Western, get all through there and all that, homie. And like I said, my times of being a youth and banging, I didn't, you know, we didn't got into it with them dudes. I didn't jail with the Stags, them, the Magnum, the Orthos, them, and a few more dudes. I wouldn't mention their names because a lot of dudes don't want their names, you know, might be locked up fighting cases and all that shit, trying to come back home. But we didn't, you know, we tied in with Inglewood family. So of course, homie, being so close, hanging with the families and shit, we didn't got into it with them A-Trays. You know what I'm saying? The A-Trays didn't try to get at us in familyhood. So, like I said, the road with them dudes ain't been peaches and creams, but like Young Ant say, shit been quiet, shit been cool, and a lot of dudes that's misinformed and uneducated on how shit really go. You can get your past snatched and revoked by how your attitude structure is. You could be somewhere, a nigga not really tripping, but your tone, your conduct, and character can get that shit snatched from you. The same way you live in a Crip might stay in Damu hood. Damu might live in Crip hood. Your past is good long as you don't have a crowd of motherfuckers at your house. You not flying your colors hell of a, you not taunting and being disrespectful. Your past run. But soon as you start piling up your house with a gang of motherfuckers and doing different shit, we snatch passes from one another. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Stags and them from A-Tray. Shout out to Gotti from A-Tray Gangsta Crip, because we had Gotti that lived inside the neighborhood, Paru Hood, and niggas was gonna get that nigga. That nigga was an A-Tray Gangsta Crip. We heard of him. We didn't know what was his position with being active inside our community, you know. But once we found out he was father ties based, you know, he was raising his kid and he was trying to do his thing, uh we stepped back, homie, and allowed dude to do his thing inside there, homie. And I was one of the dudes that was active on hood patrol at them times, wanting to see who dudes were. So I personally did get a chance to see Gotti, what's up with him, and you know, he knew I would frequently fall through, cuss through the building. My people stayed there and all that, but he was safe and had a pass, long as you know he was doing his thing properly. And he was an older dude, so he knew how this shit went, homie. But what I'm saying is, our conduct and character will snatch our passes, will snatch our privileges, will put us in harm's way, homie. So, like I said, homie, we're gonna be getting at our peoples, letting them know, homie, to present themselves with better character when they out, when they socializing, when they doing their thing, if they venturing that close into you dudes community, homie. And I want to salute the A-Tray Gangsta Crip community, man, because them dudes is far from punks, homie. Niggas met them niggas and banged with them niggas just like we did the Rolling 60s with the Timmy Tucks and them, you know, with a gang of them different dudes, homie. We done went through the homies from neighborhood poverty. We done went through our scrimmages with them dudes. We done been in jailhouse scrimmages with them dudes. We know a few of them dudes. You know, some of my homies, family peoples is from over there, dog. So we know A-Tray Gangsta Crips. We know them dudes is, you know, nigga can't take nothing from them, because we know them dudes used to try to get at the homies. Nigga not gonna say try. We know them niggas did get at us and get at the homies from families, as well as we was getting at them dudes, because we were still so close to each other, homie. But 89 on up, G stuff, not Ye stuff. And I wanted to send that topic and send that message and just bring it to life, because when I seen that title, and being, you know, I'm from that community area, and anytime somebody speak about Inglewood neighborhood Paru community area, and long as I'm platforming and airing like this, homie, I'ma come in and elaborate and speak on it, homie. Like I said, we gonna be getting at our peoples, letting them know, homie, when they move around, you know, put some respect on it, because if we get some Crips in our hood, and like I said, we, you know, we cease firing, it's cool to come through. But if a nigga character out of style, homie, and a nigga bucking like he got an attitude, niggas gonna defuse that, homie. And hopefully you get some thinkers at that time if a nigga conduct and character ain't right, homie. And they happen to run into a solid thinker, homie. Like I said, and you know, we all run background checks on each other when niggas jump on these platforms. You know, we want to see who niggas is that we personally ain't encountered. And like I say, homie, you know, you all in the guidelines with this gangster shit, homies. You know, that's Don Moves, homie, from different jurisdictions that got at me, you know what I'm saying? They done stamped it, you know, you was, you know, solid, you know what I'm saying? Young guy from over there, young guy from over there, homie. Nigga know what your name stand for, all that, and know what your character is like and all that, homie. So I want to salute you, and hopefully the way we pushing it, channeling shit, homie, it'll filter off, homie, you know, different dudes, because we is dealing with a young generation that's uneducated, homie. So we need young Crip niggas, young Damu niggas that's in these certain age groups, homie, that we gotta look through what our youth is going through. Niggas might be having a bad day, life ain't what it supposed to be for a nigga, or a nigga doing shit to fit in, homie. But thanks for dudes that's level-headed, we can read through some of that shit and save a life, homie. So young Ant, young Ant out the A-Tray Gangsta Crips, you spared the life, you saved the life, and you save people, family for mourning, homie, by having a level head that day, dog. I want to salute you, and I want to salute everybody that stay tapped in with the channel 89 on up. And I'm finna be coming with some more content on one of my legendary big homeboys, the original Gangsta Slim. So stay on standby for that story coming to the channel, homie. You know, dudes talk about the legendary historical Dulo, but we also had another hero inside our turf that helped us in that YG era, that 88, 89 season. And that's the original Gangsta Slim. And it wouldn't be proper if I wouldn't bring and speak about him inside the fold of the neighborhood power rules, homie. See who up in here real quick. Hey, Muhammad, good looking out, homie. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get at you, get you a cup of coffee, homie, because you know how to come through and help securitize the front door with people coming in and shit, homie. Still popping. What it do, relative? What it do? Sean Clark, West Side Neighbors. What's up, G, homie? Sean Clark, I'm gonna be hitting you, man. We putting together the original Gangsta Slim documentary mini story to the channel. So I'm gonna call you and get a couple extra, you know what I'm saying, input. Even though I bang side by side with the homie Real Vicious, I still want to get a piece of input on you on what you thought was hella impactful about the homeboy when he came, you know, to the community area, the ties that we represent, homie. All the time, homie. You already know. Hey man, salute, one love, we out. And young Ant, man, I'm gonna try to hook up with you, man, so we can put something down, homie. And like I said, I appreciate you, dog, cause you know, people, young dudes, like you said, man, shit seems simmered, shit seemed watered down. But they need to know, homie, shit was boiling, shit was on fire, and it took a lot of shit to get shit to where it is right now for people to kind of move around from our side to y'all side, homie, without it being a hell of a spat like that, dog. Salute, I'm out. One love.